Okay, so in this tutorial what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through how to create some course content for students to access. And what I've done is I've gone into a previous course which I know I've got content in, so I can go through this with you. Now remember a minute ago I was talking to you about the dashboard. Here's the students dashboard, and we can see that when we go to students dashboard that if I'm logged on as the course manager or a teacher, I've got this thing called follow-up tasks. Now basically this tells me every time a new answer is submitted to an assignment that I've created. So it's a good way for you to be able to work out, okay, am I on top of the work, what's come in from other students, etc, 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 etc. And that will always appear in follow-up tasks. Okay, so to add course content, it's pretty easy. What I do is, I've got my folder here, this is the folder of my course, and there's two ways to do it. I can click on the folder there and go add, or I can click the add button there, which is at the bottom. So all I do is go, this is my course, and I'll go add. Now, when I click add, it gives me a few different things, a few different options that I can use. As the way I teach is I prefer to have things organised in folders. So I've split up my syllabus that I teach for my year into all the tasks that the students have to do. And within here, we'll see task 1, there'll be all the subtasks. So for example, for MES 2, which is creating media products, assignment 1 is all about research, and within assignment 1 they have to do these tasks. And each of these is a separate assignment. Okay, task 2 is one assignment. Task 3, pre-production. Okay, we've got e-media, print and broadcast. See the e-media, they have to do all of these tasks. So that's how I tend to set my course structure up. Now I don't know if it will work for your subject area or not, but what I suggest you do is you try and divide it up into topic areas. So what are the topics that I'm going to be covering? And what I would do is I would make a folder for that topic. So the first topic, say, let's have a look. In here, I would go, within this folder here, I'd go add, I'll pick a folder, and in this folder, I would call it, say, media, number 1, media institutions. And it's up to you if you want to put a bit of description in here if you want to. It does make the course look nice. So this module is about media institutions. So, and remember again, I can also add in images or video content into this, so students have something to watch. Now, if you don't, and again we can change the font and size here. Now, if you don't want students to see this yet, you don't want to make it active, that as you're building this course, then you can click no here, and that will mean that you can see it but no one else on the course can, and that can be quite a good thing to do sometimes. So I click save, and what it does is at the bottom, here's my new folder. If I click on it, I can see there's no content in here yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some more elements. Now, let me just go through this with you. Adding a file allows me to add a file from my computer. So that can be a PowerPoint, that can be a PDF, that can be something which is important for this element. You can add a link or a file which will take stuff from your library. You can add a page, which allows you to build an interactive page with content. You can add a picture with description. So they're the resources you can add, or you can add activities. So you can add an assignment, which is do this, this is what it is, these are the resources, this is where they submit it. I would ignore these because these don't work currently yet. And finally, you can add a survey or a test. And I'm going to explain each of these one by one. So the first thing I'm going to do is, here's my media institutions. The first thing I might want to do is I might want to add a page. So, and this page may explain to students about media institutions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click add page, and then I'm going to go into here and I'm going to go into add some content blocks. Okay, so what content blocks do I want to add? Okay, so what I might want to do is add a text block first of all. Okay, in the text block, what is a media institution? And in this I will put some content in, something like media institutions can be split into the following categories. producer, viewer, etc. Within this, I can also then go, I want to add an image into this page here. So again, click on image and find my image, either upload it from my computer, from a file that I've got saved somewhere. I can also add a file, browse and upload a file, which I may have like a PDF into this. And also the final thing I can do is I can add a link. Now links are very good, okay, so maybe I found something on the internet. Here it is, Introduction to Media Institutions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to take the URL and paste it in there and click OK. And now I've got a slideshow in there, or text that the students can also access. Which is a very good way of setting up a content block for students to start to look at. So once I've done that, I'll click OK. So a content block, this page, is basically something which is could be used as a reference material. Okay, now I've done my first one, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go add content block. Okay, so what am I going to do now? Right, I might want to add in some images to do with media institutions. So I'm going to go images, I'm going to go pictures of media institutions. I'm going to go choose files. Let's see if I've got any. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some pictures. So let me just get some random pictures from logos. They will do. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. There's one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the logo. And I'm going to add another one. I'll do one more. And these will be my pictures of media institutions that I would have picked. So just waiting for that last one to do. Upload. Some of these take a little while. And what I can do in here, I can change it. So change the text. Institution. Etc. And once I've done that, I'll click OK. And what that will do then is give me some pictures of media institutions that students can click on and they can look at. Again, remember, I can change the layout of this. I can take it into columns if I want to. I can change it into. I can basically drag these elements around. Just put this until I put them in the place that I want them. Okay. Other content blocks I can use. I can use links. So okay, here are my links. So links to media institutions. Okay, I can go. Okay, so there's one. There's another one. Copy that. Add that link in. Make sure at the beginning you take out the HTTP. If you've got it in there, call that institution. Add another link in. Examples of media institutions, Wikipedia. Copy that, put it in, take out the HTTP again. Etc. Once I've done that, I'll click OK. And that again will give me some links I can move around and place somewhere else. And so on and so forth. So we can put a poll in there for students to access about do they know anything about media institutions. We can put RSS feeds, etc., etc. We can put a link to a load of files in there. And this first page would form my sort of the basis of where the students would start their journey within this topic area. So I'll put this as What are media institutions? I've just typed in at the top. When I've finished that page, okay, say that I'll go add to my library. When I've clicked add to my library, what we'll do is you can see that that page appears there. And this is where students can start.